Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I have a junk journal to share with you today. I made this over the past couple of days. This is for a friend of my daughter's. I've met her and consider her a friend as well, but she's a close buddy to my oldest daughter. This is a book, a journal for her to commemorate her experience with battling cancer, and she's doing well now, and I'm super thankful for that, of course. But she had just come to mind, and I wanted to do something for her. I know it's a tough thing to go through, and I wanted to offer her some encouragement and just make a little gift for her. I asked her if she liked journaling, and she said she didn't mind it. It was okay, I guess, for her, but she had been encouraged to record her experience by other people. So she wanted to try that. So I asked her what she liked, what kinds of colors and so forth, and yellow and purple came up. She shared with me some verses that she likes, and let's see, I asked her, like, just kind of stuff that you like. So there was coffee, there were salads, there was nature, like oceans and mountains and so forth. So I tried to include at least something of those kinds of things in here. There's a lot of yellow and purple. I did, of course, put in other colors too, but I tried to pick out things that had a lot of that in there. So the way I made this envelope was to use a manila type office envelope. This is a cover to a calendar or a calendar page, and then the inside is a scrapbook page, or more of a cardstock, but not a real heavy one. And so I put them together, I glued them a little bit, and then I zigzagged all the way around to hold all three pieces together extra securely. One thing I'm not real happy with is that when I lined up and punched the holes, I came down too far here and didn't balance it out, so there's more room at the top. So I don't think it's terrible. I had thought about re-sewing the top and just cutting that off, but I didn't want to do that after thinking about it because I was afraid I'd make it worse. So what I did was just, as I like to do anyway, but I made sure to add some of these elements that poke through or poke up above the top of the page to make it maybe a little less obvious. And I hope that that doesn't bother Michelle too much. I feel bad about it, but you get to that point, and if you're like me, you don't want to start over. So it's not terrible, but anyway, I used a lot of envelopes. I used stickers. I think it's from the Me and My Big Ideas set. It's like a Bible or a faith set, so I've got lots of stickers from that in here. She likes cats too, and I like kitty cats as well, so I had some pictures there. You can see, the things that are cardstock or scrapbook paper. I used a lot of Tim Holtz words, and like I said, a lot of words from the kit, or the sticker set, the faith sticker set. I tried to include words that I felt like helped you be reflective or think about your life journey or your faith experience or just life in general, having that attitude of life being an adventure, come what may. This is a card from the For the Love of Paper book that I have shown recently. It's a note card, but the colors kind of fit in. There's some deep purples, so I added that. And as you can see, I won't read all these stickers because that could get long, and I want to kind of go through this a little bit quickly. Washi tape, more washi tape. You can see the purple and yellow theme. I also took some pictures out of our state's conservation magazine because the big bold purple and the yellow, and I like that in a junk journal, just sticking in some magazine pages or book pages or something just to make it seem kind of junk journal-y, kind of scrapbooky. This one I thought was cute. I used a lot of this like pom-pom trim. I ordered this from Etsy, but as you can see, I did light purple, dark purple, light purple, and I have 3 signatures in this book. I'll show you underneath here because I think it's easier to tell. 1, 2, 3. And so in each signature I added a hunk of that, a little strip of this. I thought this ampersand page was a cute accent. I put kitty stickers. A lot of these surfaces are left blank, so she has plenty of room to write. It is a journal to commemorate a particular time in her life, and so I wanted to make sure there was lots of room to write, but I also just wanted to make it a fun and cheery book too that she would enjoy using. I added this. This is from a printable that I got, oh man, 3 years or so ago. It was on Etsy, and then just some miscellaneous junk pages. This is about gardening, and there's a salad thing, a mention of salad burnet. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of salad plant. Maybe Michelle knows. Anyway, but it mentioned salad. And then I thought this page, this is from my friend Vicki, was just super pretty with the pears in the wooden bowl. And I loved it. It just was so bright and cheery, and it had the yellow element. She also likes wildflowers. There's some of those in here. She likes mountains, so I put in just this page from a coloring book, The Purple-Headed Mountain. It's from that song, All Things Bright and Beautiful, that poem or song. And that I just kind of happened to notice that, so I included that. Lots of washi tape on the edges here. Washi stickers, more from the Faith sticker kit. Here's the coffee, a little tuck spot. Another tuck spot. This is a card that I corner rounded. And I used a lot of these Tim Holtz words as well. I kind of like just went around them with a marker. And more from the calendar. This is a little belly band here with a couple little cards that she can maybe write a verse on, or a little thought or a quote or something. I attach that to this magazine page because other than looking at it, there's not a whole lot to do with it. So some pinks here. I hope she doesn't hate pink, because I do have that showing up. This is one of those sticky pockets. This page does not really fit in with the color scheme, so I tried to lighten it up a little by putting other things on top of it. But I did want to use it because the other side I thought was really cool. It has this really dark purple, and it looks kind of I don't know what that design would be, but it looks kind of like, makes me think of the sky in some ways, but more abstract. So here's a little piece from a scrapbook kit. I have 2 Bibles that I use for junk journaling. Our family is not using them anymore. My kids have other ones, so I've converted those into Bibles to use to cut out favorite verses or sections of verses or chapters or whatever. So I picked some of her favorite verses and put those in there. An envelope. This is a little awkward, this angle. I feel like I'll have to redo that. Not redo this book, but think that through next time. I feel like the cut of the envelope or the design makes it a little bit hard to get in there, but there's another section of scripture she likes. Have a beautiful day. Kitties. She mentioned liking mountains, so I added this really cool looking postcard from For the Love of Paper book. I love how those tealy or turquoisey type colors go together. And then these little whimsical kind of cute cartoony cats are also from that book. What's going on here? Oh, I have 2 pages stuck together. Let me fix that. That's a fun little paper clip. Another part of the coloring book, but I just thought that looked fun. And if she was sitting around, felt like doodling, or, you know, getting out markers and messing around watching a show or waiting for an appointment or something, she might like to do that. This washi is a favorite of mine. It's got this metallic effect, and it's really causing a glare, but I think that is super fun. That was from Michael's or Joann's. I don't remember for sure, but it came with a bunch of coffee themed things. This is looking blank. That's got washi. I feel like I've put something on every page, and I don't want to overdo it, but that's the thing about making junk journals. I can't stop. It's like I keep adding embellishments. and the book keeps getting thicker, and I want her to be able to make that thick, so maybe I'll just leave that alone. I want to add, you know, enough so that it's a fun thing to look at, but I want to leave plenty of room for writing. And I just thought this was pretty. This is from the Botanical Garden magazine, the Missouri Botanical Garden. It's a beautiful place if you ever have a chance to go. I highly recommend it, but I added this mostly for color, but she could attach something here, a card, or she could write on there, a photo maybe. And that was just, I thought, super pretty. They have a wonderful Christmas show that I really like going to. It's called Garden Glow. Here's a couple little cute llamas, black and white washi. For her mountains, I took these mountain pictures from a atlas, an old atlas that I use. So she can just journal all over that, attach something here, right on here. I thought that stripe was kind of a peaceful and pretty soft purple. This is actually supposed to be cut out for an envelope, but I thought that was so good, I just left that there and thought she could just journal or attach something there. I thought that one was really fun. I used embroidery floss to tie this. Sometimes I use the wax linen thread. And here's a little envelope. There's a little yellow card in there, and then this is just cut out. It came that way, so that shows through. I picked those up just for junk journaling. Here's some, I think, wildflowers. That looks like a dandelion to me. And this is from my friend Vicki, also. A repeat of that. These little note papers are also from Vicki. It's kind of fun because some of these are from the UK, and then now they came to Missouri, and now they're going off to California. This is a beautiful washi. I love it. And I think these clear backed stickers look really neat. It almost looks like that's printed on the page. This may be a little dark for journaling, but if she uses a white pen or a lighter color, it might work. Another postcard from the For Love of Paper book. I have it clipped on here. Here's the other side of the envelope, so she can journal there or just leave it. Oh, and here this is from a journaling kit. Can't think of it. Journey something. Journey for God. I forgot. I apologize. But anyway, another note card stuck in there. I decided that that would be a really nice thing. It was part of the kit, and it came on a little cloth bag, but I wanted to add it to the journal here. And then I put this little tiny pin with a little tiny jingle bell. I just really enjoy the details, and I'm not sure that Michelle likes that kind of thing, but she can remove whatever she doesn't like. And then I bought these a while back, and you just slice it open with an X-Acto knife, stick in your paper clip with some glue, clamp it together, and then you have a really fun little playful thing. So I put this postcard, this coloring book postcard, goes like that. I thought that was kind of neat because of the wildflowers. So I didn't have as many of those in this book. She had mentioned liking that, so I wanted to incorporate that. I laminated this a while ago. This is from a Illustrated Faith kit, and since she likes coffee, I just put some sticky adhesive, this stuff, tape runner, on the back of that to make that stick. To make this purple and green page have a little more something to it. She won't be able to write on that, but this just adds some visual interest as you move through the book. These I got at Goodwill. I don't have anything in there, but I think she can figure out that that's what that's for. And this is from Vicki, and I love these fun letter pages. I just think those are a neat accent, and I thought this was really cute. Also from the For Love of Paper book. Several of these are. It's more paper than I will get through, so I wanted to use a lot of these in the journal. And then so here what I did was just adhere the envelope to one side and bring it over so it flips open. This is a page good for attaching something, but she can write and stick something in there. And I just think the white on that makes that pop a little bit. Really draws out the white. And then here, whoopsie, that was not good. I will have to restick that. I'll go back and do that when we're done. I just did that, so I don't think it was quite dry. This is cute. This is from Joann's. I love jar things. And I attached a little sticker there, so she can journal there. This is from a children's book. I love this illustrator. I can't think of the name now, but this person did a lot of older children's books. I want to say 40s, maybe 50s, 60s era. I just think they're so sweet. Anyway, I put that in there. And then a little cellophane or glassine bag. I don't know what the difference is between, it's not cellophane, it's either glassine or wax paper. I'm not sure what the difference is. They feel very similar to me, although maybe wax paper does have more of a waxy surface on one side. So it's just a little piece of scrapbook paper that she can write something on. Another pocket there. Another coffee thing. So the idea here is that could be a bookmark. She can take it off of there and use it in a book. I made this fun little shaker. I mean, you know, in a way I kind of think of it being a little kid thing, but I can't help not to think that's fun. Underneath is a picture from an Easter card from this past Easter, and I thought the floral there was so pretty, so I added some sequins that pick up on those colors. And, you know, if she doesn't like it, that's okay. She can just take that out. That might be a nuisance to write with that in here because it's going to be bumpy, but I just think it's kind of a fun little surprise to come across. The other sides of the previous papers I've shown you, more from our botanical garden, more mountains. I think it's a nice cheery book. I hope she enjoys that. This is some packaging from something I had. I didn't know I put two in, I'll just put one. So I think it makes a nice little bookmark. More scripture pages. Pray more, worry less. I stuck this yellow bag up on the back with another little card. Or, you know, flip over paper. Live big. She can journal there. The fun thing about a junk journal, I think it's just like a scavenger hunt. You just don't know. Sorry about that. I just kind of slid up. What you're going to come across. It's sort of really fun to find. One thing I want to add, I have a stamp that says handmade with love. I need to figure out where I put that and stamp that. And then I have two ways of closing this book. I have this elastic I bought from an Etsy shop to add to one of my traveler's notebooks. I wanted to add a double layer of elastic to make it feel a little more tight, but I had extra. So this is a little too loose, but it can be, well, you know, like as she writes in it, it might be okay. I can tighten it or she can tighten it. I did treat these with a lighter just to melt the end slightly so it won't fray. But I like the idea of elastic on a closure because it's really easy to take on and off. And then I liked the idea of this grosgrain ribbon. The purple is a little bit off on the colors on the cover. I don't know that that goes the best, but I think it kind of goes okay with those. But when I send it to her, I think I will send it like this and tell her I'm just adding this to make it seem like a gift, you know, like a present that you'd unwrap, but this would be probably the more practical closure because that can just come on and off easily. I have these Tim Holtz charms. That one says courageous, and this one says brave. There we go. So I couldn't really decide which, but what I will do is hang that off of this ribbon, and then she can switch it over to the elastic. I don't really like it dangling that low is the thing, but I wanted to add this element because I do think when you go through a serious disease, that takes bravery and that takes courage, and I think both are appropriate. But I haven't decided yet. I kind of think this one is just a little lighter color, and it might kind of fit in with the overall theme. These little bulb hooks, or whatever you call them, there's a name, garment hooks maybe. They're really fun. I got a couple packets. I like this bright gold one. I think that's going to fit in here a little bit better than this black one. I also have some bronze colored ones that came in the same package. So what I will do is I'll just wrap it in this and send that to her on Monday. And I do have these sheets that I made a while ago on what is a junk journal. So it's just, I mean, you can figure out what a junk journal is, but sometimes people haven't heard of that, or they're a little intimidated by the process. And that's just to say, hey, basically it's your book, do what you want with it, but attach any kind of memorabilia, write in it, and make it your own. Make it a reflection of you. I hope you like seeing this. I hope Michelle enjoys it and that she feels, like it's a special thing. Feels the friendship and love with which it's made, and the prayer and respect and admiration of her bravery through this. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.